at the beginning of these 6 weeks, I did a starter project, and I chose the motion alarm system. The motion alarm system was a system that uses an ultrasonic sensor to calculate distance. Like a bat, it sends out a sound signal, and then it comes back to calculate it. And based on the calculated distance, the LED would light up to show a certain color to show the person what the range of the calculated distance was in. So after I completed my starter project, I started working on my main project. My main project, as Ashley said, was the fingerprint ID safe with a keypad. I chose this project because it was in the area of cybersecurity, and cybersecurity really interested me in the beginning of this camp, and here is how it works. At the beginning, when I turn on the safe, which is on right now, I'll be able to type in my passcode, 0928, and the light will show blue and the fingerprint sensor will turn on, and since I didn't move my finger that time, but after the fingerprint sensor will turn on and my finger will be able to unlock the safe. And you can hear this removed. And it unlocks, and this is what the inside is like. To close the safe, I would just close it and I turn off the switch and it would be closed, and the servo takes a little while for it to close. And I can't open it anymore. So the safe is, to get it wrong, well, get it not open. If I type in the wrong passcode, like 1, 2, 3, 6, it would show a yellow light, so it wouldn't open at all, and the fingerprint sensor wouldn't turn on. If I typed in the right passcode, but gave the fingerprint sensor an unidentified finger, the light would turn red, and the safe would automatically reset. So over the process, the most satisfying thing I did was using the Dremel to cut the metal. Created a lot of sparks. It was really fun. And the most challenging part for me was the keypad and the passcode and the servos that unlock the safe. For the keypad, I got it to work and pressed the buttons, but it took me a whole week to get the passcode working. And at the end, I found that the array, which is a list of elements, was the best because it would pick each element and check it with each element so that it would be right. And the servos, it took me 3 weeks to get. At first, I got the unlocking to get work, but then once I started working on trying to get it to close, all the wires started breaking, so every time I got one thing to work, 2 other things would break. It took me a long time. In the end, I used rubber bands and zip ties, and it's still pretty secure. Hopefully it doesn't break anymore. And for me, my next modification is adding an LCD display so that the person using the safe will know what's happening and like it can read stuff. And my next modification too would be adding more layers of security, like voice recognition. So you like say a certain phrase and then it'll open the safe too. And for my reflection on this camp was really interesting. I got an intro to all the types of engineering. I listened to a lot of guest speakers and their experiences in each field. It was really satisfying, and I met a lot of new people with the same interest in me, and I hope I can see them again in the future. Thank you.
Can you show us what the inside of the safe looks like when you're opening it?
There should be a video.
Unlock the little metal thing right there, and it takes a little while for it to close, but I turn off the switch up there, and then the servos will take a little while and close the lock. And then this is the close when it's closed.
Awesome. So you had said your starter project was also a motion detector, and you're doing a fingerprint and keypad safe. Do you have an interest in security, and is that kind of what drives your passion for engineering?
Well, I guess for most like engineering, in the area of engineering, what interests me the most is cybersecurity. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned your interest in cybersecurity. Would you consider consider adding a two-factor authentication to your safe?
Just add more layers of security as I go on, like there's voice recognition, or like you can play like a certain tune with your finger and a button, like add like a joystick and have it read a certain like design, so that just keep adding more layers of security.
Who are you gonna put in? Who do you wanna keep safe?
All right, thank you.
Oh, there we go.
The portion where the fingerprint recognition, how does it recognize your how does that actually work? How does it recognize your fingerprint?
So there was a library on the Arduino, and it allows me to use a code that enrolls a fingerprint. So to enroll a fingerprint on the sensor, I would just put in my finger 3 times, and it would count as like an ID for 200. I can do 200 fingerprints, and it would just create a new ID for each finger I would add. And it's an optical sensor, so it reads the ridges and valleys of the finger, so your finger would be easily recognized.
All right, thank you.